What are we talking about?
Y'all, let's just get into this before the 90 day. Hope you guys had a safe, wonderful, and full Thanksgiving. So let's get into this dang on video. Because I've been waiting to do this, and now I got time. The day I had the day. So now we gonna meet Father Ark. Now correct me if I'm wrong, because I do remember bringing it up in one of my videos. I just can't remember, but I thought that they had already met before. That's just what I thought, that they had already met. The other thing about this, before I get into it, the roles have reversed. It started off with Niles talking to her and us like we didn't hear. What we heard him not say was, you weren't going to get married. When she went over there, what did he say? He was supposed to be marrying her. He was ready to get married in 2 weeks. He never told that girl he was not going to do that. So now the roles have reversed, and now she talking to us like we didn't hear and see some of the shit that we did. So now it's just, you know, an eye for an eye. I guess that's what that shit is. And that's an eye for a fucking eye. So they roll up to the village and they meet Father Ark. Now he reaches out to shake Father Ark's hand, but Father Ark's hand is just hanging by his knees. And I'm sorry, it fucking was. It was. I said they could have did better. I don't know if it was just hanging on a string. I ain't trying to fit. I don't know if it was just but it was just, I don't know, y'all. So I guess maybe they never met before, because it seemed like that's some shit you would never forget, and you just not gonna remember. I don't give a shit what type of, he ain't gonna forget that shit. So they sit at the table with everybody else, and he tells them that he needs him to represent him as his father. He let him know, my parents ain't with this shit. They don't like her. They think she out here using a brother. So therefore, I need somebody to represent with the knocking or with the marriage. He said, I already did the knocking. He said, wait, what? The little noises he was making had me dying. That's the shit that had me cracking up. Y'all, and I had a little sippy too. I was laughing my ass off. The noises. I said, what the fuck is happening right here? That's what you do. Oh, Father Ark was pissed off. He said, wait a minute, you did what? He said, you wasn't even supposed to go around there, sir. And she wasn't supposed to take you around there. She a woman. She was supposed to have no parts. She know damn well that you was supposed to come get your father to come represent you. And as she's saying that, he's looking at her as like, you do that. She said, I'm sorry. You heard her. She's at the table. She says, I'm sorry. Because she knew what she did. She knew what she did, and all she could say was that she was sorry, as everybody is sitting there hot and sweating. They needed a fan or something, just fucking something. I couldn't, child, I am not trying to go to the motherland anytime soon, because I get hot flashes just sleeping at night in my damn bed. So anyway, he left to know, y'all did that shit all wrong. You guys know the rules, you know the culture, you ain't gonna come up here and stain my name. You know how this shit work, Matilda witch. What you doing that shit for? You know better. Like, you know better. So he said, therefore, I will have no parts in this. Because if you're going to knock, you're going to keep her ass. Because if you knock and leave, then that means somebody can still come between and knock and still open up another door while your ass is over there in America and shit. So he said, we ain't going to do none of that. If you get married, you do the knocking, and that's how that shit is going to work, sir, over here. And you got old boy over here sweating and shit. Now's wheels is turning. He says, all right, this is probably my opportunity to get the fuck up out of this shit. Let me, can I pull you to the side, Father Ark, so we can have a discussion, so I can tell you everything that done went down. So, because I need to know if she telling me the shit right, because I don't know the culture. I'm here from a whole nother place. I'm from Alabama, so I don't know the culture. So please, enlighten me on the shit that was supposed to happen. But see, now, this is where I'm going to dig in your little old booty hole, sir. What you forgot to tell Father Ark is why the hell you went over down there to her people's house in the first place, because you lied to that girl and you told her she was under the impression, because we saw the video of you talking to her uncle, that you was coming to do the knocking and get married. That's what you said, because even when you was in America, you was down there saying you didn't want to do it, but you wasn't going to tell her because you didn't want to lose her. So you forgot to tell him your lies and shit. You forgot to tell him why you was down there at them people's house now. And don't you tell me you're masking at your autism. You forgot. No, you fucking know. You got a whole lot of sense, sir. So he tells Father Ark that he got to come up He did the knocking. Now they want to throw this party, which he took it back to the 30 that it originally was, and the $240 that originally was, when it's, I guess he forgot. Remember, it was 90 people and $300, because that's what Matilda took it back up to. It was like $245. By the time Matilda got with her brothers, that shit went up to $300 and 90 people. We all remember, because I'm throwing both they little shit in here, because they was both on shit on that night's episode. They really was. So he just sitting there telling them. Father Art said, no, sir, you ain't supposed to do none of that. Ain't nobody supposed to be having no party. Ain't nobody supposed to be not doing nothing like that. But at the end of the day now, it's $250. That ain't a whole lot of fucking money just to have a little wedding party and shit. It's not a whole lot to give somebody just to have a little shing ding. But anyway, the moral of the story is, bitch lied, okay? It ain't about the party right now. It's about the whole lie that she was supposed to have him meet the father before making any plans so they can, like he said, fucking negotiate. Like I said in past videos, she been touched before. She don't get no whole diary for some touch puss. We ain't doing that, okay? So that's all he said. Everything else is irrelevant. The moral of the story is he fucked up. He was supposed to go see this man first before making any arrangements. Therefore, now he has voided everything. He ain't got to do that damn party. He ain't got to knock on nobody's door no more. He ain't got to do shit. But in the event he do, he got to go with the father, and he got to make that shit happen before he go back. He ain't getting married and coming back and doing none of that bullshit. It's like this, well, when you come back and you ready, then you do that shit. But that's how that shit gonna work out. He told Niles, from now on, don't you listen to these damn women. They deceitful. They deceitful and they like to play games. You come to me. Now I'm your father. Like I said, I didn't understand why he was getting on him for not going to him first when he never met him, didn't know him. I guess he didn't have the number. She knew the rules. At the end of the day, she knew the custom. And at the end of the day, I remember him asking him on that fucking beach, how does this shit work? She kind of skimmed over it. I don't know if you guys remember. I wish I could do my little playback. But he did ask her, how does this shit work? I just need to know. And she gave him all this other shit. And you did tell him he had to buy shoes, clothes, frogs. You told him all this shit. We heard all this shit. But you never mentioned, unless they edited that shit out, you never mentioned that before he did anything, he needed to come have somebody represent him like his father. And you very well knew that this boy's parents wasn't going to be in your shit in the first place. You already knew. Everybody knew the parents weren't coming over there. So I don't know. At the end of the day, she should have told his ass. But I guess, like I said, we got that good old get back. So now they're at the father's. They done call Auntie his wife. Now we're going to have a conversation. They need to have a conversation. Now Niles decided he want to let him know, hey, you got us looking stupid out here in these streets, girl. You supposed to tell me some shit you didn't tell me. Now he getting all elevated. And old father was like, we ain't even got to do that. We ain't even got to go there no more. We ain't even got to do any of that. We ain't got to do any of that. She knows she fucked up. She mad. But like I said, she ain't going to get ignorant. He was trying to calm all Niles down, because Niles is like, okay, I'm used to a certain order situation. This is, you and I look, do you know how this make us look? I ain't trying to do nothing, but that's just fucking him. So anyway, I don't know what's going to happen with that. Now they get their ass in the car. They getting ready to go. She's hotter than fish grease. He's sweating. She mad. She's mad. She says, I am embarrassed. Not embarrassed, but embarrassed. She said, I am embarrassed. You embarrassed the shit out of me by sitting there telling your lies. I said, ma'am, he didn't tell no lies, but he left some shit out. Okay? He left some shit out. He forgot to tell them why he went over there to your village in the first place. Now you could have said something, but you was steaming inside, so you couldn't go there because you was caught. Because the main ingredient, you supposed to have him go see who, people? The father. First, he needed someone to represent so he could negotiate. You guys sat there and negotiated the shit out of everything you wanted him to do. Once you got with your brother, your cousin, your friend, you had shit going up, parties, people getting invited, and you guys kind of just went on. I did a video about it. It was too damn much. So you knew what you was doing. Am I mad at it? No. It's not a whole lot of money, but you know the rules. So you did fucking play him. So take that and own that. Just like his little punk ass should own the fact that he know damn well he told you or did not tell you he was not going to marry you when he got there. So like I said, it's an eye for an eye. You guys got your whole little get back. But now this broad keeps being in his ear, just keep going and going and going, and now it's starting to do something to him. And I said he gonna snap and do Chris Brown on it if you don't shut the fuck up, Matilda. You know what was funny? It's when she said, have I ever did you wrong? Have you ever did you wrong? He said, well, shit, I don't know until you let me get some question out, because it sounded like you did do some shit wrong. But he didn't get to say shit because she kept going on and screaming and acting, deflecting like he lied and that he did something wrong. The only thing he did wrong, in my opinion, right there in that moment was he didn't tell, like I said, why he went over to your damn village and that he lied from the very beginning. That's the shit that he forgot to tell Father Ark. But right now, he got you looking like a villain, like you tried to play him, and like you a deceitful Jezebel, and that you ain't gonna be worth all the diaries that you he ain't buying no shoes and suits, and he not doing none of that. He said it's gonna be a simple ceremony, custom, period. Don't take all that, okay? Don't take all that. We're not doing all that. So now he got his little out. So we're gonna see, because it ended with him looking like he was about to jump out that damn car, or either backhand her and grab the little braid. Something was about to happen. But we shall see. Do you guys think this marriage will take place? Please let me know in the comments. I really want to know. Next on the docket is Bogo and Vanya. Listen, Vanya, just accept it. He ain't feeling you. And it's not like he stringed her along the whole time when he got there. He pretty much told her the next day in that he wasn't feeling it. And she said something. She said, well, when did you know? When did you know? Was it when I got off the plane? Was it cooking? It was the cooking class. I saw it all over his face. You were annoying. You were loud. You were like too much. I said, he don't like her. I felt it for him right then and there, Vanya. I really did. You were just not his cup of tea. You probably would have did better hanging out and going out with one of his little friends who thought you was just the greatest thing on earth. So that's what you should do. Circle back around and go hook up with Bruno and one of them. That's what you should do. Because he was, it's okay. You came there for the purpose of seeing if you guys would click, and it didn't, and now you mad. I don't know what you want the man to do. Now, he was an asshole, how he treated you. Like I said in my last week, how he treated you, telling you could just spend the rest of the time by yourself. No, you ain't meet my mama no more. He was acting like a little ass, funky ass boy. So at that point, you shouldn't even want nothing to do with him anyway. He had nothing to give you, to offer you, and at the end of the day, he just wasn't into you, boo. I got all kind of little ideas of why he don't like you, but I'm not gonna say this shit. But I think some of you guys out there looking at me know why he don't like her, because I could just point some of them out. But like I said, I ain't gonna do that. But he being honest, there's nowhere to go with that. He don't like her. It's over. Move on. Period. He didn't do nothing wrong in my opinion. You guys can feel differently. But to me, he was front and forward with her from the very beginning, and she just couldn't understand why. It's like, why? You could be cool with somebody talking. Now, there's people that I've met, and just people that I've known face to face where, let's use work, for example. People you work with is cool, you vibing at work, and then you end up hanging out with them one day, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. You find out I don't like this person. It's just like that sometimes. So she needs to just move on, let it go, and like I said, go hang out with one of his boys, because they seem to be kind of into you. You need to go see if you can get one of their numbers for you. Brian and Ingrid. So y'all, we find out Brian still got a whole ass wife over there, been married 4 damn times. 4 damn times. And Ingrid, I'm trying to figure out why you didn't ask that question. It seemed like in the beginning of your relationship, that's one of the things that you ask someone that you're about to be in a relationship with. What about your other relationships? Have you been married before? That's either a yes or no. The second question we're going to ask is how many times you've been married. And that's going to be, give me the fucking number. So did you not ask him how many times he was married? Like, how is it that she didn't know this and they've been talking as long? long as they have been talking. But at the same time, Brian, it seemed like to me your punk ass out here looked for a caregiver. That's what it looked like to me, that you were looking for a caregiver. I have no respect for Brian at this point. Why are you out there pursuing this girl and you ain't even divorced? Because he said girl won't even show up to court. And the girl live where they're at right now. Reefy, she over there where they at right now hanging out. So why are you even pursuing something and you not, this shit don't make, girl, he ain't getting no booty. He ain't gonna never get none of Ingred's snatch. He's never, ever gonna get it. He never gonna get it. Because he keep coming up with shit. He likes to say, you know, he didn't lie because he didn't give information. I don't know. That's just something maybe you should have told her. I'm sorry. And it does make sense. We can't deal with your present. Your present, bitch, is that you still married. So that is dealing with your present. How you gonna have a relationship with somebody giving her kids toys and shit and you still married to a bride that live over here where you guys are at currently? Fool, knock it off. That girl need to just go. You can clearly see his punk ass is a liar. We all heard him tell that girl he did not say he was 45. He lied and lied about that shit. But this episode, he said that he did do that shit because he didn't want no 50-year-old person coming up looking for his funky ass. So now he gonna sit there and act like he never said that shit. Ingrid, get up out of there. He looking for a caregiver. Tell him to take you home, okay? Tell him it's go on a really nice, good, expensive dinner, one last excursion, go jet skiing or some shit, and then just Uber you home, honey. We gonna go real fast through Sunny and Veah. It's hard for me to keep looking at Sunny because Sunny's unibrow is growing down to his damn nose. It's about right here. That chick listen, Sunny. Even if she make his ass go home right now, when she get back to America, she gonna be talking to him again. And I'm starting to understand, girl, why you said you don't like him or you love him. You must do. You like and you love him. That is someone you have a connection with. You feel safe with him. Just like I feel safe with my husband. I wouldn't feel safe with anybody else other than my husband. So if that's someone you feel safe with, that's not going to just go away because he get his ass on that plane, Sonny. It's not. That's not just going to go away. You think that's going to go away? She going to call him soon as she get back to the house. But right now, what I can see is he's respecting your space. She ain't out there calling and texting him, and he ain't doing the same. At least we ain't seen the shit. So just, you're going to have to deal with it, son. You're going to have to deal with it. So if you take her back and he do leave, just know you guys will have this conversation again because she's not going to cut him off. Not like that, boo. Not like that. And at the end of the day, I don't know. I was nervous just traveling to Colorado by myself. Places I ain't never been before. But like I said, she had options of people that could accompany her. She had a cousin and a friend. She did not have to bring him. So it's not an excuse for me of I needed him to feel safe. No, you got friends that could have helped you navigate. It was his first fucking time too. So it would have been you and one of your girlfriends' first time. So you didn't need him there. So that's irritant. I can't give her a pass on that. But at the end of the day, sir, just know, even if he leave, she's still going to be talking to his ass. Bye. Last but not least, Loren. So they out having a little discussion, having a little food. He's liking, he's been wanting some authentic Filipino food, so he eats some chicken intestines on a stick. I don't try everything. I'm sorry, cause that's just not me. The shit I need. Never mind. Anyway, they get into this conversation. He want to know where they stand right now. Long story short, they back to being boyfriend and girlfriend. And he knew his sneaky little grinly ass would get her ass back. He knew. He knew exactly what he was doing. But here's the thing. I think her people talked her into that shit. Her sister got into her head. And the only reason they did that is because they don't know he ain't shit, Faith. You, like I said, you forgot to tell him that in America, he homeless, he couch surfs. that they got more than he got. He ain't got no food. He ain't got no housing. He don't have a job. He don't have shit. And here he is telling you he want to come here to the Philippines. He could wash. What he said, I could drive. I can cook. Why do you want the little funky ass jobs that I want? The struggle jobs that's out here. Like why? Why did I get an American man to come out here and have the same struggle ass job that I got? That don't make no fucking sense. You take and you. Why? What happened to that computer job that you said you was gonna do? And you remember that? So why would I want a little struggle bunny out here? The tables again flip. Here he is. He trying to get a visa to the Philippines because he's too lazy to work in America. He thinks it's going to be better and cheaper to live over there and live off their land. That's what he did want to do. And some people do it. My ex-stepfather done moved over there to the Philippines when he retired because he could make it real good off his retirement. Plus my mama's money that was left to him. Yes, he can. He over there. Been over there for about a couple of years now, living his best life. Okay, living his best life. So he's trying to use you, baby, for a visa, because that's why he want to take you over there to Thailand. He's like, over there you can get married, same-sex marriage, or I can marry your mammy. Sorry, I don't like that word. I can marry your mama. And she looking at him like, I know the fuck he didn't just say that. It's like, can't you see that's what he trying to do, girl? He trying to get a visa to come here so he can live off of you guys. I told you he a homosexual. Told you a homosexual. So then when she get hanging out with the damn family, he talked her into telling the mama and the whole family that shit. And you know what they did? They laughed in his face because they couldn't take that shit serious. I said, I know this fool didn't say he just gonna marry my mama. They was okay with the whole Thailand shit, but when he threw that in, they was like, yeah, he got jokes. He got jokes. Oh, Freddy Krueger got jokes. He's there to get a visa off you, girl. Don't let him do you. Don't let him do you, because he ain't got shit. Trust me. Like I said, tell him that he ain't got a job and he's a hobo. He ain't got a job, ain't got no money, ain't got no housing, ain't got nothing. Showed up there with $46. I guarantee you they'll be telling you to do something else with this American man. I guarantee you if you told them all that, they would be saying, get rid of him. Send his diseased ass back to the USA and let him find somebody else. Because right over here, he just coming over here to slum. Okay, that's what he doing. And he know that women like you, the lady boys, it's hard to get an American. So he's like, oh, I got it. I can have just a buffet. Just anybody. They would just be happy to have an American real, if the key is real man. He know what he doing. Don't let him get his ass over there and spread the love. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all with something else later on. Enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Don't let them take all your money, y'all. Bye. Don't be an asshole.